Hiya, morning.
Hello everybody.
Hello. This is Magda at Coach Your Mindset.
Paulina at Coach Your Mindset. We didn't say welcome to Rockingham Radio on Monday.
Oh, naughty naughty. Welcome to Rockingham Radio.
How are we all doing?
Hope we won't get sacked because of that.
I hope.
How is everybody feeling? How are you? How are you on this day? Let's not judge it too early. Maybe it's gonna be nice. Speaking of judgment, what are we on this week?
On Judgement.
Oh yeah, we're on Judgment. Coincidence?
I don't think
so. So, today we are on Wednesday. Wednesday is Talk Day, isn't it?
Miércoles, Wednesday,
Miércoles.
the day ruled by the Mercury.
Mercury, yes, which is my planet.
Communication.
Yes, communication. So talking, communicating. But I think also what's very important is that communication doesn't only, not only about words. It's also about the tone of voice. It's about the body language. So you can ask yourself. We're connecting that to our theme for this week, judgment. How does judgment show within you, in your body language, in your tone of voice? Can you actually see yourself, when that situation happens, when you jump into conclusions and you judge someone or you judge yourself? For example, for me, you could tell that the way I was speaking was like, in that kind of way.
The vibration.
The vibration that you send out is quite different to how you are normally. So maybe you are saying, your words are saying it's fine, but your body language, the vibration you're sending, it's saying something completely different.
Definitely. It's like about acknowledging your inner self, your inner outer world.
Yeah.
So how your inner world reflects your outside behavior. It's quite like, because like what you give is what you get back. What you bring, what you take out is what you put in. It's like, it's just a cycle of life, no? Cycle of life.
Yeah, cycle.
So it's about like Wednesday is that good day where you can you can communicate about it. So you can communicate within yourself or with somebody, or you can journal that. Overall, journaling, it's something what I'm very it's very hard for me to build that
Same.
habit, everyday habit, and I know it's probably one of the best thing gonna be for me if
That's
I'm
why
gonna
it's so hard,
continue.
no?
Yeah, even though I've done challenges before, for 28 days and for 50 days, and I still didn't continue. So it's quite interesting because we cannot always be sure that something is gonna happen within 28 days, but it's about us not forgetting that you are on this journey and you're worthy of being considered, of how you feel and how other makes you feel, but how other makes you feel comes from you.
Yes.
And that's the thing, because the judgment comes with the victimization.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I think it does. So maybe you feel different from others. There's something you don't like about yourself. Do you see those differences? Do you accept them about yourself? And if you don't accept yourself, how can you accept others? So automatically, if you don't accept yourself, you don't accept others, then you jump into the judgment mode. And you're judgmental towards yourself and towards others. It's not only, like we said on Monday already, that you are just judging others. You probably also judge yourself quite a lot. Your self-talk is actually indicating to you that you don't really, that self-belief, self-talk, self-worthy, maybe it's not that great for you.
Well, yeah, definitely. If you're not I know that if I see good, I am good.
Yeah.
I know if I see bad, something is not right with me.
Oh yeah, that's so true. If you see everything in those kind of negative colors, everything.
I have them days.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Definitely.
It's not like that. It doesn't. This is the thing.
Yeah.
What we're trying to show you on this journey is the fact that we are just like you. We know any difference, but it's about learning and unlearning the patterns. So every time when the negative thoughts, the negative judgment, judgment comes to your head, it's not about suppressing it and pretending that it wasn't there. So like we said on Monday and Tuesday, it was all about really acknowledging that and then asking yourself a question. Why you thinking like that?
Yeah, what's the reason?
What was the reasons behind you judging me. So for example, when you put that radio on and you hear something and you're like, oh, she's just, they don't even know what they're talking about. Well, it's not like we know what we're talking about. It's like we're sharing our experiences. Like, it's about understanding that, like, you're not always going to resonate with everybody.
No.
And, like,
But you can always learn something from everybody.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
And how you look at life and perspective of your learning patterns. So if you suppress and if you judge, what happens? You don't connect, you don't open your heart. So you can't feel what I feel to you. So what you feel, it's yours. So what you see in me, it's yours. Until you judge me, all of what you see in me, it's within you first. And this is the beauty of the mindset shifting. But this is the dark and shadow work. Because this is coming with the price. Because you have to see yourself from the neutral perspective, subjective opinion. How to be self-subjective.
So probably maybe that can be our mission on Thursday.
Yeah.
That kind of self-explore day in that area. So do you jump into quick judgments?
Conclusion,
explore the
because
situation.
the conclusion is judgment, isn't it?
Yeah. Conclusion, yeah. It can be like, I think you can make a right judgment and a wrong judgment.
I forgot about that actually.
Yeah, you can make the right and wrong judgment. So in that moment, it's like a drawing a conclusion of something. But actually, are you rational about your conclusions, about your judgments? Do you make them considering all the consequences and what they will bring as well? So if you think about someone badly, maybe you're going to treat them differently straight away because you assumed that they are this. What if they're not like that? Maybe it's just, maybe it's you. Maybe that's the way you see them.
Or you used to see yourself.
Or maybe that's the way you used to see yourself, like Paula said as well. So consider that before
But it is like that.
Draw any conclusions
that's the
to
thing,
make the wrong judgment. Yes.
And 99% of your thoughts and your emotions are yours first.
Yeah.
When they come in from negative perspective.
Yeah. Something like, for example, me and my sister, we have many things in common, and she used to be like,
yes, that's a perfect example.
Like me and her, overall, me, my sister, my mom, we have a problem with stopping, with chilling, with slowing down, resting, always doing stuff, and
I thought I was like that until I didn't meet her.
And I thought my mom, she does a lot. Like, why don't you stop? It was so annoying me, and I was saying to my sister, and then what happened? Big problem as well.
And her sister visited us, and I started to see the similarities.
Yeah.
Because I met Magda's mom, I met Magda's sister.
Yes. I mean, but they're very lovely. We could do so many things. And employ us, and we would do everything.
I know, and you would think that actually, I'm just gonna see that as a good thing, and I saw that as a whoa.
You need to chill sometimes.
What do you mean? You're going for a date with your mom and you want to do this and this and this. How?
Yeah.
I'm like, don't get me wrong, I do stuff. But it's different.
Yeah.
Like, it's about planning.
Yeah.
And researching your thoughts.
Yeah.
And acknowledging your emotions.
Yeah.
Because you may plan, tomorrow, like a big day, and you wake up, you don't feel it. But why don't you think that you should actually consider that emotion?
Yeah.
And maybe you're afraid of being a judge.
Yeah.
So that comes from so where are you hiding your triggers? And then Jupiter, it's the luck, the planet of luck. So it's a good day to see the positive and that negative. So it's about, when we were a bit like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we were a bit in between.
Yeah.
When it comes to Thursday, that's why, people are going to say, it's because everybody's got a day off and it's a weekend. Well, I worked in restaurants for 14 years. And Friday and Monday always felt the same.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't have a weekend off. So it's quite interesting, And the Sunday, it does feel still the same. That didn't shift.
The vibe, yeah.
Even though I worked for 12 years every Sunday.
The vibe that
It's the vibration. There is an energy of those planets.
Yeah, that's so interesting, isn't it?
Because we don't have weekends off.
Yeah.
And I don't work, I barely work on Mondays. I still, it's not like I dread that day, but somehow I just don't want to set up sessions that much.
Yeah. Well,
it's quite interesting.
Reason for it as well. I think there's a reason for it, definitely.
Definitely. And, in that moment, if you are, not happy where you are, if you're judging, everybody at your workplace, if you're not happy with your 9-to-5 job, find something what brings you the passion and start to make money out of it.
Yeah.
Step by step.
The world is your oyster, and you've got the power to explore that for yourself and do it for yourself. You're worth it,
And then cut a bit of expenses and, take extra day off a week and then, start to work on your dreams.
But like we were saying, for example, I didn't used to stop, and now I do many things still. But at the same time, to keep the balance, I plan out my week. So, for example, this week I'm doing an extra shift, and I planned it out. So I still have 2 days off. I'm not going, for example, shopping anymore, where I go for a walk and this. And home shopping coming, basically delivery.
And it's not every week, but there are weeks when you're gonna do it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need to make your life easier and make sure you create space for yourself. And you have certain responsibilities, but maybe you can, kind of work on those responsibilities or make them work for you.
Definitely. And I was of course consider environment, but environment is important, but your environment, your home, it's your body.
Yeah.
Your environment is much more important.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you need to see this is where we lost it a bit as a society. The self-worth, it goes on our ideas, what we believe in, instead of on us first.
Yeah.
And they take over our reality, like religion and cultures or any kind of ideas. You discover yourself becoming more healthy or going to the gym and going crazy about it. It's also extreme is not good.
No, it's not.
And it's about finding the balance. It's about understanding that everything there was made for us to open our heart to see the good in things. But we create the war of everything because we don't know how to settle for less. We always want more, and the judgment comes from your lack of self-worth, because you don't bring yourself a self-care, you don't bring yourself a self-love, you don't acknowledge that, but you acknowledge everybody else is, look at her, she's got this.
But
whoa, but I look at this whoa, she's brave enough that she have this.
She's got that.
It's the same like me. I used to judge people on social media and stuff, where I realized, I don't need to judge anybody. Just because
you don't have to express yourself.
No,
that way.
That's the people's way of expressing themselves, and I shouldn't be there to judge them for it. If I don't want to follow them, and I don't follow them, but I don't have to judge them. So it's all about that.
Yeah. So we have a little quote for you from Elizabeth Gaskell, which basically is, how easy is it to judge rightly after one sees what evil comes from judging wrongly? So I think that's a very cool quote overall about judgment.
How easy it is to judge rightly after one sees what evil comes from judging wrongly.
So think about the consequence of your judgment.
And then the guilt, when we were talking about the guilt.
Oh my God.
You remember? That is exactly a perfect combination between those two. The judgment with the gut feeling, which is funny enough, it just came to me, so I need to share that. So the judgment comes from, then the judgment creates the feeling of being guilty, feeling guilty, and then the guilt comes through lack of acceptance yourself. Then you're not accepting the emotions, then you go to the fear, then you go to either anger or lower sadness or loneliness, and then the next step is an anxiety, and the next step is a depression.
So
it's like ongoing cycles of putting yourself a lower vibration because of that. Because you judging out world, it will, from inward, you have no balance. You have no purification of yourself. You don't accept that the way I am, it's my choice. The way you are, it's your choice. If you see bad in me, you see there is bad in you, and you can heal it and learn from it. From your journey.
So let's have a little summary. So on Wednesday, talk day, judgment can also show in your body. So check out your body language, your tone of voice. What vibrations are you sending out to others?
We are energy.
Yes. So how do you speak to others? Do you accept their differences? Do you accept your differences? And on Thursday, explore day. Well, explore, very nice word, isn't it? So explore, where do you judge into making quick judgments, jumping into conclusions? Explore the situation, the environment. And do you make good judgments and consider the consequences? Are you rational about them? So ask yourself that. Yes.
Thanks, and see you on Friday.
Thank you very much.
Hear you on Friday too.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Love us like we love you.
Ciao.